Right now, it's time to review one of the most controversial pieces of 2022. That is the Rolex Black and Green Lefty GMT. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to have to remove this watch and put it on the correct wrist that I wear watches on, because although I'm probably going to look stupid doing it, I cannot feel stupid. It just feels weird to have a watch on my right wrist, you know? I'm right-handed, so I've always worn watches on my left wrist my entire life. So it just feels so alien to have a watch on the different wrist, even though technically that's what this watch was made for. It was made to be worn on your right wrist so that the left-handed people could wear it on their right wrist. Of course, I get it. If you get one and you like it, you could just wear it wherever you want, because left-handed people wear right-handed watches all the time. So it is what it is. But the first thing that I also want to say is I'm not sure I can get used to the orientation of this watch. I mean, it's so cringeworthy. I can't explain it. Look, on one hand, I really like the combination of the black and green. I can't believe that with all these concepts and predictions that everybody did, nobody thought about, hey, why don't we just get the layout more or less of what a Kermit is and just drop a half black bezel, you know? I honestly didn't even think about that. So the color combination is actually great. I love it, love the watch. What I don't like is the layout. I can't get used to it. Do I think it's cool? Now that I have the watch right now sitting on my wrist in front of you, I would say that yes, it does have a cool factor to it. I don't know if it's just that it's the bad boy in the block or the black sheep, or I don't know what you want to say it, you know, or the runaway. I don't know what the heck it is. It's just something about it just is that weird that attracts me. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I can totally get used to it. So this particular one right now on an oyster bracelet is one of the first ones right now in the country. Another good friend of mine received his on the Jubilee. And I want to say that I do like the way that it looks with the contrast on the Jubilee, maybe a little bit better with this layout. However, I've always been a fan though of oyster over Jubilee. I think the Pepsi is the one that I like the most in Jubilee Band, but again, that's why Rolex has made these bracelets available for everybody. That way, if you want a Jubilee Band on almost anything at this point, for the exception of a Daytona, you can get a Jubilee Band. So yes, it was quite a challenge to get one for the video, and I hope that I'm the first one on YouTube reviewing this thing. Now, what is the official name? I don't know. A lot of different names were flirted around, anything from the Riddler to the Sprite. I wanted to call it the Shrek, because I just still kind of find it a bit of an oddball and a little ugly. But I guess the Sprite is what everybody's going with right now, so we're gonna stick to that name. Sprite it is. But again, you know, what is gonna happen with the market on this watch? I saw one pop up on Chrono 24. There was only 2 of them up there, and they want $75,000 for them. Lay off the crack pipe, okay? I think 75,000 or 72 or 70 or that much, it's kind of a reach at the moment. If it became as rare as, let's say, a Daytona Rainbow, where they just didn't produce that many of them, then maybe that price might stick. However, if it's readily available the way that Pepsi's and Batman's are, I'm not sure if that will stick. I think it might be 3,000 or 4,000 more than a Pepsi or a Batman, but right now at 70, I don't know. But you always know that the first ones that hit the gray market are always the highest. I also think that right now it's very awkward timing with the way that the market is going. So I don't really know what would be the right price for this watch. I'll tell you what I want it for. Retail. That's kind of what I would want one. Yes, guys, I do sell in the gray market, but I don't get to buy retail either, so I would like to buy a couple pieces at retail. I think that if it sticks in the normal price range of the teens, the 20s, it might stick, but I don't know. The market has been so crazy that we'll have to see what happens. If Rolex decides to keep this in low production, then I do think it's a watch that's gonna have some very good long-term collectability. Wouldn't be a bad piece to have, especially at retail, and put it away for a rainy day. And by a rainy day, I don't mean next year. We're talking 15 years from now, maybe even 20. If they don't start all of a sudden releasing every single model in Lefty version, that would be just, you never know. Would you imagine a Daytona Destro? That probably would make me cross-eye and go insane. One thing that I wish they would have done would have been kept the green writing for the GMT Master. It just kind of gives it a nice touch, although the dial does look balanced, for the exception that the Cyclops is on the left-hand side. I mean, I know I'm gonna say it and beat the topic till it's blue. Every time I look at the watch, it just feels weird. But then again, maybe that's what's cool about it. Maybe that's what a lot of you at home are gonna like about it, that it's that much different, that not too many people are gonna like it, or hopefully even have it. I mean, honestly, if this watch was available on a standard right-hand version, I would really wanna say that it's one of those pieces in the last 3-4 years that I would feel like I really would wanna get. Because I do like the color combination. I absolutely love it. So comment below what you think about the new GMT SPRITE. And if you like this video, like and share it. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel.